What's up, people of the internet? It's Shocky here. I'm bringing you another video on Clan Dismay. I know I'm also going to post this on my channel because this is a video that I wanted to do, but I feel like it's a pretty decent gameplay, and it's something that I feel like a lot of people don't realize in life, so I want to put it on Dismay too. And yeah, I want to contribute to my clan, whatnot. I'm still in this clan. I'm still here. Fuck you, I'm here. But this is like 156-3 with the Mtar. It's a really older gameplay of mine, yeah, but it's a really good one. It's I get 2 brutals in this game. It was such a double nuclear with high streaks fail. This is a really old gameplay, like I said. This is using the Mtar with quick draw, I think, and fast mag. So no silencer or anything. This is also before the buff of the Mtar, so this tells you how old this is. This is like before they made it really good. But I go pretty ham in this. But that's really what I'm going to talk about for the gameplay. What I really want to talk about today, and I probably got annoying you. Well, fuck you too. But what I really want to talk about is the idea that we're so spoiled. Like, as a society, we are all so fucking spoiled. We just don't understand. Like, the idea of like first world problems is such a joke. I mean, I'm guilty of this too, so don't think I'm putting myself above everybody, because I'm not putting myself above anybody. I'm in the same boat. I'm guilty of it as well. You're just also guilty of being so selfish in life. Like, in general, like, as much as we give, as much as like we say like, oh, we're not selfish, oh, we care about others before ourselves. Like, if you complain, like, we all do this. Like, we don't understand how good our lives are. Like, there are some people who their lives do suck, and like they're beaten, they're abused. Those kind of people, like, there's still a worse life to live, but that life sucks. I'm not trying to say everybody's privileged, everybody is so like well off and they should stop bitching. I understand there are people that are in these bad situations. Put that aside, society as a whole still bitches a shit ton. We complain if our phone dies before we get home from school. We complain like if our internet cuts out for 15 seconds. We have the fucking internet in general. Why are we complaining? We can talk to people around the world. We have a global database online at our disposal at almost any time of day that we want to go to it. There's Wikipedia, there's Google. You can find out almost anything you want to know in the entire fucking world in 15 seconds. With a quick Google search and a quick click of a link. Like, we are so fucking greedy with like how good and easy we want our lives to be. Like, we have so much power at our fingertips that like if ever anyone asks like a question like, hey, do you know about this, and I have like, I'm home or something and I have the internet in front of me and I can figure out like what it is, I'm always like, what is that thing right there in the corner of the room, or like wherever my router is, I'm like, what is that thing in like down there or over there? They're like, you mean the router? I'm like, yeah. What does that thing do? Let's go on the internet. Yeah, we'll fucking use that. We have the power of the internet at our hands. Like, it's incredible to me. Like, we have clean water almost everywhere. Like, if you're watching this video, I'm 99.9% sure you have clean water. You have proper sewage in where you live. You have food on the table. We don't have to worry about this. Like, I mean, there are parts of the world that do have these problems, and these people are excluded from what I'm saying. I'm saying like really big countries like the US, UK, Canada, any like real first world country, most European countries, those kinds of countries. I'm talking like the countries that are complaining because we have 15 down, 3 up internet. I mean, I guess in comparison to parts of the world, it's bad. But in comparison to parts like Africa and like Middle East, where if they have internet, it's absolutely awful, and for the most part they don't have internet. We are so fucking greedy. Like, it is just ridiculous. Like, we complain about lag comp in Call of Duty. They don't fucking know what Call of Duty is in these places. If they do, then you know what? They're the exception to the rule. They are like the few that they are lucky enough to know what a video game is. They're lucky enough to know that we have these Xboxes that we complain about with our fucking shitty internet and our fucking dashboarding players and these people using these try-hard guns in video games. Like, come on. Like, we just don't realize just what we're complaining about in actuality. Like, in reality, we do not realize that we're complaining about someone using a fake perk in a fake video game, in a fake game, that in 5 years, you're not gonna fucking remember. You're not gonna remember that one time that that guy in the game used a fucking noob tube and shot you when you were one off your swarm, or the game ended and you were 99-0. You're not gonna remember that. You're not going to. Maybe you will, and you're the exception to the rule. Because I know there's someone out there who's thinking, I'm gonna remember it. Like, I'm never gonna forget that, because that was so bullshit. Like you can't even understand like how pissed off I was at that moment. Like the time where that guy he killed me off my swarm, and I would have got the 150 plus or the 200 plus, and if that guy didn't flip spawns and we didn't triple cap and all this bullshit. Like, it's a fucking game. Like, next year you're not gonna be like, yeah, don't like, it's gonna be something new every year. We are like looking forward to these games, saying how bad this game is. It's a fucking game where we get to shoot people for fun. Come on. There's people that have to worry about getting shot in fucking real life every day. We're like mad because our KDs aren't 2. Our KDs aren't 3.5, and our score per minutes are below 600. Like, come on. Like, there's so much stupid shit in like life that we just don't we just take everything for granted. We really do as society. Like I said, like, the idea of a computer is just phenomenal. If you think back 100 years, there was no concept of a computer at that point. Like, cars were just being produced for the first time. Maybe I'm off by like 10-20 years, but cars were not they were not mainstream in the very, very early 1900s. They were getting developed and they were coming to the masses, but they were not every family owned a car like they pretty much do now. Maybe in big cities not every family owns a car, but I'm talking about in places like just regular parts of the country, not like the major cities of the country, or your country in particular. I'm talking about just in the countryside and like in the suburbs. Almost everybody has a fucking car in their family. And when you turn like 17 or 18, you're mad if you don't have a car at that point. You don't have your driver's license. People are mad because they get like, people are mad because marijuana is illegal. Like, fuck you. We still get to fucking live. We get to have happy lives. Your life can be fine without weed. They're like, why is the drinking age 21? Well, why do you fucking care? When you're 21, you get to do that for fun. It's a fucking activity that you get to do. You're privileged to do it. Everything is a privilege. We are not born with actual rights. We are privileged to have them. If we went back 3,000, if we went back like 20,000 years, there's rights are something that we created on our own. Rights are something that we invented. Rights are not something you're born with. Rights are something we're given. They're a privilege. If we went back 20,000 years, your right would be to fucking fight and kill other people who live. We're so privileged and we're so spoiled. We take everything for granted. I'm out. Peace.